Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. Today, the UWL Music Department hosted their honors recital. Each year, students are nominated to audition for the recital. If they are selected, not only do they get to perform today, but they also receive a scholarship of $1,500. The chair of the music department at UWL says it is most exciting to see the pieces students choose.
How it matches a lot of their character in terms of what they're passionate about. This is their opportunity to kind of have that happen.
Now, the recital had 7 performers with over 60 people in attendance. The UWL Department of Theater and Dance proudly presents James and the Giant Peach. The show is about James and his journey through his young life while seeking to find a real family. When it was all said and done, it took the department roughly 3 months for behind-the-scenes preparations, which include casting, set design, and much more. Now, one member says he is most excited to see the turnout in the crowd.
There's a big crowd today, bigger than we've had yet. It's a great show, and I'm excited that more people are just coming to see it. More people are wanting to see it.
The production team consisted of 10 to 15 people. In total, roughly between 50 and 60 people were involved in the show. Around the country, people are preparing for tomorrow's solar eclipse, and ahead of that, University of Minnesota Duluth hosted Astronomy Day at the university's planetarium. The planetarium's director says an event like this helps teach people the history and importance of astronomy, and that a lot of the modern day technology is because of astronomers and their working efforts to solve problems.
Astronomy is the oldest science. We have been doing it since there have been people on Earth, using the stars as calendars to help tell time, and also using it in more of the arts to share stories and mythologies.
At the event, people could learn more about the solar system and the upcoming solar eclipse, and special glasses were given out for people to look at the eclipse. The planetarium will be hosting a viewing party for the eclipse tomorrow starting at 12:30 in the afternoon.
Here's the things that you need to know in the bottom line. A few showers are possible on your Monday. Some more showers are possible as we head towards your Thursday, but I can promise a mild week ahead in that forecast. Planning the rest of your evening tonight, temperature staying in the 40s. Could see a shower or two out there right around midnight, according to our latest future track model coming in. But there'll be a lot of dry time as well. But windy conditions, breezy, bit on the raw side. Though we'll start off with that warm base at 46 degrees at 7 o'clock on your Monday morning. We'll do about 60 on Monday and Tuesday with a shower or two on your Monday. Better chances for that eclipse viewing will be to the south down towards southern Wisconsin and down towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border going into Illinois. Then we warm up as we head towards the end of the weekend. Next weekend, we could be looking at showers, thunderstorms as we go into Sunday afternoon and evening. And some of those showers and thunderstorms could be a bit on the stronger side, with more showers carrying on into early portion of the next week with breezy conditions.
A Wisconsin woman convicted of killing a friend with eye drops will spend the rest of her life in prison. Jessie Kruseshki won't be eligible for parole until she's almost 80 years old for poisoning and stealing from Lynn Hernan in 2018. During Friday's sentencing, friends of Hernan didn't hold back, calling her, quote, pure evil. Kruseshki's mother and a former cellmate briefly spoke in her defense while she spent 2 hours denying her conviction. But it wasn't enough to sway the judge, who gave her eligibility for parole after 30 years. But she will have to serve 5 years for 2 theft charges consecutively, meaning she'll be 80 by the time she can apply for parole. The decision was supported by Hernan's loved ones.
We have to put some compassion in everything, and she's very good at it. She's very good at making sure that the story is truly portrayed as it really is. And I think it was in this circumstance, and I think that justice was served.
She was ordered to pay $386,000 in restitution and said in court Friday she plans to appeal her conviction. Israeli troops are reducing their presence in parts of Gaza this weekend. The Israelis say this is not a partial withdrawal. As CBS's Christian Benavidez reports, the movement comes just days after President Biden told Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that the humanitarian situation in Gaza was unacceptable and warned him that the U.S. policy on Gaza would depend on Israel taking steps to reduce civilian harm.
6 months after the deadly October 7th attack that sparked the war, growing frustration in Israel. Those whose loved ones are being held by Hamas say the Israeli government needs to do more.
This is the time to bring them back, all of them, as soon as possible.
Sigal Manzouri lost her 2 daughters who were born in Los Angeles in the October 7th attack.
We're looking for a way to keep on going without them, and it's really difficult. It's really, really difficult.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel is a step away from victory. Sunday morning, Israeli troops started to reduce their presence in southern Gaza. An Israeli spokesman told CBS News it's an evolution of the war effort and not a partial withdrawal.
The indications that we've been getting from them this morning is this is really largely rest and refit for troops that have been on the ground.
Several days ago, President Joe Biden held an intense call with Netanyahu following fatal airstrikes on 7 aid workers from the World Central Kitchen.
The president was clear with the prime minister. If there's not changes, if things don't get better, then we're going to have to make changes of our own.
Dozens of Democratic Congress members, including former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, have signed a letter urging the Biden administration to reconsider sending billions of dollars in weapons to Israel. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
Ceasefire negotiations are expected to resume with CIA Director Bill Burns attending the Hamas-run Ministry of Health. Said the death toll in Gaza now stands at more than 33,000. Coming up on News 8, Black & Decker Easy Garment steamers are being recalled due to burn injuries. Find out more after the break. Stay with us. That's up next.
A lot has changed since the Overhead Door Company installed its first door in 1921. One thing that hasn't, our commitment to quality. We set the standard a century ago with the first motorized garage door, and we have not stopped innovating since. Today, you can build your dream door with the DoorView app, and with the OHD Anywhere app, you can control your new door from anywhere. So next time you need a repair or replacement for your garage door, look for the red ribbon and trust 100 years of experience. Overhead Door Company.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Well, in Duluth, we have over 200 miles of trails, even when you're right in downtown Duluth. There's a trail only a couple blocks away, typically.
Okay. Go this way.
I started Women Hike Duluth because I wanted to inspire women to get out and hike. It's really something that can make them feel good in so many different ways. Body, mind, soul, spirit. Our world is so beautiful. It just helps me to calm down and enjoy what I have going on in my life.
Results are in for the 2024 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Dynamic pricing is coming to JetBlue. The airline will charge for checked bags based on when and where you travel. So expect to pay more if you're flying at a busy time or internationally. A bag during peak hours on most flights can cost $50. JetBlue is offering flyers $10 off if they pay for their luggage at least 24 hours before check-in. More than 2 million Black & Decker Easy Garment steamers are being recalled after dozens of people say they were burned by hot water spewing out. More than 80 people have reported burn injuries. If you have one of these steamers, contact Empower Brands for a full refund. Google will destroy a bunch of data as part of a December settlement in a lawsuit. That lawsuit accused the tech giant of tracking users even while browsing in incognito mode. That service is supposed to keep customers' online activity private. According to a court filing, the settlement is valued at over $5 billion. Google is also required to change incognito mode to allow users to block third-party cookies for the next 5 years. A single ticket sold in Oregon matched all of Saturday's Powerball numbers. The jackpot had climbed to $1.3 billion. That's the 8th largest jackpot in lottery history. The drawing was initially delayed after one jurisdiction had technical difficulties. There were also 7 $1 million winners. The next drawing is Monday with an estimated jackpot of $20 million. Coming up on News 8, a drug known as Wegovy is doing more than just help people lose weight. Find out how after the break. Stay with us. That's up next.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
We're cranking up the voltage, Wisconsin. Lottery retailers all around the state are lighting up with the latest limited time offer. It's All or Nothing Bonus Days. During the month of April, All or Nothing players have a 1 in 7 chance to receive a $2 bonus ticket for the next midday drawing. This electric offer is only available for a limited time and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
It's here, the new Modular One Ultimate Seating Solution at Home Furniture. Okay, so you're shopping for a sofa or sectional. You want a perfect fit. So how exactly do you do that? Well, the Modular One does exactly that every time. Choose from 6 versatile functional pieces starting at $449 in 5 great colors. Pick what you need, combine, adjust. That's it. Your room, your way. The Modular One, exclusively at Home Furniture.
A new study shows the weight loss drug Wegovy does more than just help people shed some pounds. Researchers found the drug provides health benefits to people with diabetes and a common form of heart failure. A previous study conducted last fall showed Wegovy helped people with heart failure, but researchers did not examine the drug's impact on diabetics. The new study now offers further proof that benefits extend to those patients. The Food and Drug Administration approved Wegovy to fight obesity in 2021, and last month the FDA approved the drug to help people reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke in adults with either cardiovascular disease or people who are overweight. A new study suggests high blood pressure can begin in childhood, and new data on who eats the most sodium in their diet. Bradley Blackburn has a look at some of the day's top health stories.
Many people with heart disease often eat twice the recommended amount of salt in their diet. A study by the American College of Cardiology found nearly 90% of heart disease patients were eating well over the recommended 1,500 milligrams of sodium. Excess salt can raise blood pressure, putting strain on blood vessels and the heart. An app may help diagnose dementia before symptoms even appear. Researchers at UC San Francisco found cognitive tests in a mobile app could detect early signs of frontotemporal dementia in people who were genetically predisposed. Researchers hope the mobile technology will enable greater participation in FTD clinical trials. And children and teenagers who are overweight or obese are more likely to have high blood pressure as older adults, according to new research set to be presented at the European Congress on Obesity. Scientists used lifelong health data on people living in Sweden for the study and say their findings indicate that if blood pressure is even slightly elevated over many years, it can damage blood vessels, leading to possible cardiovascular and kidney disease. Those are some of the week's top health stories. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Well, if you've stepped outside today, you've probably noticed the amount of rainfall La Crosse has received. And with that, let's send it over to meteorologist Alex Harrington for a look at your forecast.
Well, hey there, folks. Let's start off with the bottom line, those three things that you really need to get out of this forecast. Number one, a couple showers sticking around on your Monday. The better eclipse viewing is going to be to the south towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Showers again on your Thursday, and I can guarantee a mild April-like week in the forecast. We'll see that in the 7 to 10 day here in just a moment. Planning the rest of your evening, cloudy skies, breezy conditions, temperatures staying in the 40s. An isolated shower, maybe a clap of thunder, not out of the question yet this evening, but warm start to your Monday with temperatures in the middle to upper 40s. That'll be a nice base. Let's track this with Future Track. A few more showers and thunderstorms over northeast Iowa. They may clip La Crosse, areas up towards Eau Claire by the time we get towards midnight. Again, a clap of thunder, not out of the question with this as well. Temperatures staying steady in the middle to upper 40s with that breezy east-southeast wind helping to hold those temperatures up. 6 o'clock in the morning, 46 in La Crosse, 45 in Eau Claire, low to mid 40s over northeast Iowa and southeast Minnesota. Now with the clouds hanging around, our temperatures are going to stay in the upper 50s to right around 60 on your Monday. Better chances for those breaks in those skies down towards Madison, Dubuque, and Rockford, where they could see, again, better conditions for the viewing of the partial eclipse. It's about an 80 to 87% totality. Few of those breaks inching their way up to the La Crosse, Eau Claire area by the time we head towards the end of your Monday. Unfortunately, that window of opportunity is right around 2 o'clock to view the eclipse, and then periods of clouds on your Tuesday, holding those temperatures again in the 50s to right around 60 if we're lucky. That visibility chance, again, where it's all red, and that includes a good portion of the state of Wisconsin, northern Iowa, all of Minnesota, poor. That means lots of clouds and not a good chance for that viewing of the eclipse, although it will be dimmed, meaning it will be dark right around 2 o'clock on your Monday afternoon. We know that drought conditions still prevail across much of the area. There has been some improvement over southeastern Minnesota and west central Wisconsin, but northeast Iowa and southwestern Wisconsin still seeing quite a bit of the dry conditions left over from last year's drought. Good news, we're still expecting appreciable water in the next 10 days. I'll show that here in just a moment with widespread 1 to perhaps an inch and a half of rain across the area. Going further out into April, right about a 50-50 shot here of us staying above normal in the precipitation department, and the same with above normal temperatures. 7 to 10 day forecast, April-like temperatures, shower chance on Monday, shower chance on Thursday. The better chances for those showers are going to be later next week, and as temperatures really warm up, where we could see some spring-like showers and spring-like thunderstorms. We'll keep an eye on that because there could be some potential for some of those showers and thunderstorms on your Sunday afternoon and evening to be a bit on the stronger side, and then on and off rain shower chances as we go out into the following work week.
Coming up in sports, all eyes on the women's basketball national championship game, and the Brewers trying to end their weekend with a win. Kate has the highlights after the break.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
During the spring savings event, save up to $800 on the Beautyrest Black Collection. It's for a limited time, so shop for the best selection only at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
During the spring savings event, save up to $800 on the Beautyrest Black Collection. It's for a limited time, so shop for the best selection only at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Every day, our commitment begins again. Sun up to sundown, building trust the way it should be done. Sticking to the facts and reporting the story fairly and equally. And telling the stories of our community. But it doesn't end when the newscast is done. We're always on and where you can find us. The source you rely on. News 8 Now. Expect more.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Welcome to News 8 Now Sports. I'm Kate Overton, and what a bad day for baseball. The rain was here. A couple of games across the Midwest affected for it. Luckily for the Brewers, they don't have to worry about that. Let's go to American Family Field. First inning, tied at 1, but Sal Frelick lines one out to left field, and it's trouble. 1 run scores. Bowers rounding third. He's in to score as well. Brewers go up 3-1. Second inning, man on for Willie Contreras, and he gives this one a ride to deep left field, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run. Brewers up by 4. Third inning now, and how about some defense? Shallow pop fly, Bryce Terang giving chase, and makes the over-the-shoulder grab for a fancy out number 1, and the Brewer bats weren't done. Fourth inning, nobody on for Willie Adames, and he gives this one a ride to left field. It's off the second deck for a solo shot. Brewers lead 8-2, and in the 8th inning, it's Contreras at the plate again, and he's going to give the fans a show. This time to dead center field. Leaves the field for a second home run of the day as the Brewers end the weekend with a win, 12-4. Twins were supposed to get a game in earlier this afternoon, but they've gone ahead and pushed that one back due to the rainy weather. Twins are 3-4 to start the year and have lost the last 2 to the Guardians. They'll make this game up on August 9th. Big game of the afternoon, however, came in the NCAA Women's Basketball National Championship. South Carolina trying to finish off a perfect season. Caitlin Clark trying to bring Iowa their first ever national championship, and Iowa came out of the gates hot, up 7, and Clark doing her thing. Knocks down the 3, Iowa up 10, and then later in the quarter, Clark from the parking lot gets it to go. She would have 18 points in the first quarter. But South Carolina would lock in. They go inside to Camila Cardoso, bucket, and the foul. South Carolina would lead by 3 at the half. And in the second half, South Carolina would stay in control. Cardoso dominated the glass, putting up a career-high 17 rebounds as South Carolina just too much today as they cap off the perfect season. 38-0 with the national championship, 87-75 the final. Clark finishes her career just short of a national championship, but the impact she had on the game will always be remembered. Later tonight, the struggling Milwaukee Bucks will look to gain some momentum as they head into the final stretch of the season. Bucks have lost 5 of their last 6, including losing their last 3 games to all sub-500 teams. Coming up at 6 o'clock, they'll take on the New York Knicks. Both Giannis and Lillard are set to play. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Telling the stories of our community. We're always on and where you can find us. News 8 Now. Expect more.
My understanding of painters that I've followed is that they pull from things that are important to them. Combination of nature, urban texture, urban noise, connectedness to the arts is something that really fuels me in Duluth. I like to look at paintings and films that make you feel crazy. They make you feel alive as a person. You know, we're crazy, we're alive, we're contrary, and that's the way that I like to paint. That's how I like to live.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. If you're looking for a tractor, stop by Wood Sales and check out our lineup of Coyote tractors. Subcompact, compact, and utility tractors. If it needs doing, Coyote tractors will get it done. Get 0% for 84 months or cash rebates with standard rate options. Coyote tractors at Wood Sales and Service. Experience the Wood Sales advantage of service before and after the sale. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
I am the type that needs to be locked up forever.
Real crime, real lives, real justice. You're talking here about a very messy crime.
I'm an innocent man, and I hope the whole world can see it now.
48 hours. Watch with a friend. It's an alibi.
Why did you buy that sledgehammer? You gonna do some home improvement, or were you buying a murder weapon?
Late night at 3 on My 8. We know there's many places you could go for local news, weather, and sports. But we're humbled and honored that you made News 8 Now your #1 choice. You expect more, and so do we. Thanks for watching.
Well, hey there, folks. Meteorologist Alex Harrington here. Let's focus on the 7 to 10 day forecast. A showery Monday with temperatures around 60 degrees. Not showery on Tuesday, although cloudy with temperatures around 60. We warm up by the time we get to the end of the week with spring-like thunderstorms possible by the end of next weekend.
I know we've talked about this a few times on the show. Men's championship tomorrow.
Night, UConn versus Purdue, #1 versus #1. UConn trying to go back-to-back. Purdue trying to win it all after losing to a 16 seed. It's going to be awesome.
I like UConn, but we'll see. We want to thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you at 10.